Hello! In today's Archaeoscoop, my top 3 headlines are as follows. Headline number 1 comes from the realms of the internet, where on the Guardian newspaper, or rather from the Guardian newspaper's website, they had a segment which was Ask the Adult. And a young person asked a rather important question, a big question, and that is, who invented clothes? Well, the response was written by a Palaeolithic archaeologist, an archaeologist who specialises in some of the deepest parts of human history. And I just thought it was a wonderful article and also a great question to ask. Crucially, clothes and their origins do not simply lie in animal skins. Weaving is much older than many people assume. So it's a great little article, well worth a read. Check it out. That's headline number 1. Headline number 2 comes from Cambodia, where a musician has reconstructed something called the Pinheart, or a Pinharp. They appear on the walls, on the wall murals in the Angkor Wat temple complex. And they depict an instrument which is around about 800 years old, an extremely old instrument. Which for many was lost to the depth of time. However, this guy has put together a reconstruction, and it's quite an interesting endeavour. And one of those things I love about archaeology is attempting to reconstruct things like sounds from the past. So again, well worth a read. That's article number 2. Headline number 3 comes from York, where I used to live, and where a friend of mine works at York Minster. He actually shared with me an article which I thought was well worth your attention, and that is a little bit of a video exploring a new exhibition or exhibit space sort of thing, exhibition space underneath the Minster, and how they've reworked these interesting spaces into a story about the Minster, and also showing some wonderful artefacts, including a Viking horn, which was handed over as part of a land deal at the turn of the last millennium, as it were. So it's well worth a bit of a look, and like I said, I'm doing my friend a bit of a favour here, but also it is an interesting video, especially if you like York. I'd certainly like York. So that's headline number 3. In addition to those, you can find all the other news stories in the information bar below as ever. They're there for your delectation and delight, rather. Please do enjoy them. In particular, actually, there's a news story with regards to how ancient Celtic knotwork, this sort of complicated artistic motifs, are actually helping to inspire breakthroughs in science. For example, in the structure of polymers, this kind of thing. That's quite an interesting article as well, so check that one out. So those are the news stories. Now I've got several other things I'd like to mention. First of all, yesterday I had a wonderful time delivering a Lindisfarne Gospels workshop in Newcastle. We had a great afternoon. I put some photos of that up on the Facebook page, so actually I put a link to those photos in the information below. You should be able to see those too. Great time, really enjoyed it. On Friday you can expect a question of doom to be coming your way. It's actually one which I promised the questioner. I promised them last week I would try and do a QOD for them then, but unfortunately my schedule didn't pan out as I thought it would. So this week it's coming, and it's going to be coming on Friday. I'll also actually on Friday be starting work on the new In Focus video, which is going to be looking at Fusel's Lodge, one of my favourite Neolithic sites. It's a good site to ease back into In Focus with. Also, as well, yes, of course, it's high time that we announce the winners of the Archaeoscoop tin competition, the 500 video competition that we launched a couple of videos ago. Me and Mrs. Soup reviewed the entrants, so we received quite a few. And actually, at one point I was thinking, could we just send all the really good ones a tin? But actually I couldn't afford the postage. So we chose two entrants, and the first one is, drumroll, Jackie Rowe. It's a YouTube user named called Jackie Rowe, and they wrote, I think I would use the tin for collecting samples for thermoluminescent dating. When you ram a tin somewhere into stratigraphy, so as not to let the material be exposed to sunlight. Unfortunately, this would lead to the label disintegrating rapidly, so maybe I might use it for keeping finds while field walking. Well, Mrs. Soup and I had a thought, and we thought what we'll do actually, we'll try and laminate the label so that you can use it maybe for field walking in the rain. I still wouldn't recommend it for ramming into the side of trenches. But anyway, there you go, you've got a tin. All you need to do is message me, send a PM on YouTube, or email me once again with your postage details, and we'll get it sent right over to you as soon as possible. So well done, Jackie Rowe. The second winner is MacNuts 2. Now, MacNuts has been a long-time supporter of Archaeoscoop and actually given me a couple of shout-outs. But that's not the reason why he won. He actually won, and as everyone was entered, based upon the content of their comment. And his comment was rather interesting. I have plastic lids that fit soup cans. The Archaeoscoop can would be stuffed with my favourite old-style pipe tobacco, Pirate Cack, or Kake, I think. Cack, that sounds a bit rude. Anyway, a strong style of English tobacco that would have passed England's old tobacco purity laws. I always think of historical pirates and ship's captains when I load my ancient Peterson's pipe, once popular with the English and Irish fishermen and sailors. Perfect combination of tin, tobacco and pipe. Well, MacNuts 2, I agree with you. I actually have a mock pipe somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Which I often pretend to have a bit of a smoke out of. Unfortunately though, I don't smoke because there's an unfortunate history of adverse reactions to smoking in my family. But it's a good thinking tool, I find, just to pretend to smoke. Anyway, so that's if you can also message me with your address details, I will be able to send you a tin in the post as soon as is humanly possible. So there you go, congratulations to you guys, and here's to another 500 videos. Now I am in a bit of a rush today because this afternoon I'm going to be editing, or finishing the editing, on a short film that I've been doing with the local Roman museum, Segedunum, at the end of the wall, in Wall's End. It's a fortress, a Roman fort and a museum on the site. And it's exploring a shrine, a little shrine of Mercury. And what we've been doing actually is, as a group, I've been helping a group of people to respond to the shrine with images and artwork. And that's all going into a video which should hopefully be published this afternoon. So I'm going to get onto that right now, and you may well get to see it before the day is out. Anyway, once again, congratulations to the Soup Tin winners, and also check out the news stories below as ever. Until next time guys, bye bye.